Hello, you're watching the censored version of this video. The uncensored version is going to be in the link down below in the description. You can find it, I'm sure, because obviously this is going to be censored. This is YouTube. Look at what we're talking about. Okay, anyway, enjoy. So I streamed this game on Fansly a while ago, and within the first 10 minutes of playing, I knew I had to make a review for it. But before I tell you why, here's a brief description of the game. ButtKnight is a top-down shoot-'em-up about a knight named ButtKnight, and he's been sent to save 3 princesses from the demons and bring them back home. Along the way you rescue, or in some cases capture, various maidens, and if you reach a certain score within the levels, you'll unlock an H scene featuring that maiden. There's 5 worlds, each with 3 stages for a total of 15 levels, not including the tutorial, so it's a fairly short game. It took me about 3 hours to complete. Gameplay is very simple, but it's solid. You hold one button to shoot forever, hold a button to charge up a strong attack, and press another button to drop a scream wipe bomb. Some enemies will drop things like weapon power-ups, health replenishments, and sometimes one-ups in the form of collectible panties that, if all of them are collected, will unlock an extra piece of art. So why did I want to make a review for this game so bad? It's the art and the sound design. As soon as I got to the first H scene, which happens pretty quickly thankfully, I knew I was in for a treat. The art style and the character designs, good. Really good. All of the girls, pretty cute. They're pretty cute. I mean, not a huge fan of ButtKnight's design himself, as he's reminiscent of the typical ugly bastard, but thankfully they hide his face during the H scenes and seems to be designed this way for purely comedic purposes. As for the sound design, the lewd kind to be exact, it's nearly perfect. The voice acting, which is just moans, no dialogue, it's really good. Not too over the top for the most part, and the lewd, squishy, plappy sounds are excellent as well. Fairly realistic, not overbearing. There's even a variety of sounds, unlike a lot of these kinds of games where they just have 1 or 2 lewd, squishy sounds and then just repeat them forever, over and over. Unfortunately, none of the H scenes are animated, which is a huge missed opportunity. If the H scenes were animated, this would have been easily a top 10 H game. The closest you get is when you reach the score needed to unlock an H scene and you get a quick little animation of the girl loosening her clothes in the corner of the screen, which sometimes you're not even going to be looking at because you're looking at the game, try not to die, but it is what it is. Music's good too, nothing too special, but the retro flair to the whole soundtrack is charming, and it's fine. As for the story, it's so box standard it might as well not even be there. This is porn we're talking about, but it seems like that was done intentionally as it doesn't take itself seriously whatsoever. They sprinkle in some bits of comedy here and there, which actually had me laugh out loud a couple times. Okay, it was more than just a little nose breathe. However, the H scenes are actually pretty well written. It looks like a lot of care was put into these scenes, at least the main ones. And what I mean by that is that each world has 2 minor H scenes, which are very short, usually just 3 or 4 quick pictures, and then 1 major H scene, which is a much longer scene that actually has ButtKnight performing for the maiden. Each of the major maidens you rescue are written in ways that actually make them at least somewhat different from one another. Like they actually have a bit of personality outside of just wanting to bang you. Just to be clear, it's really just it's a little bit. Just a little bit. Now, like I said before, the gameplay is very simple, but there's actually a pretty nice difficulty curve here. At least on the normal difficulty setting, which I played at. It was a little slow initially, but at a certain point I actually had to engage with the game. You know, like learning things like letting go of the attack button to move a little quicker to dodge projectiles, and not just play on autopilot in order to beat some of the later stages. In particular, the stage before the final boss provides kind of a challenge actually, but not to the point of frustration, again, at least for me. The final boss was a little tough as well, but definitely not as difficult as the level before, which felt a little odd. But on the other hand, I don't mind that too much since you have to beat him twice to get both endings, one being the good ending and one being the bad ending. But the endings is just, you get some different pictures at the end. It's not really that big of a deal. Now onto my complaints and nitpicks in no particular order. Having to press any key and then press any key again to get to the main menu is annoying, clunky. Just do it once. Just do it once. So in the game you have a camp, and after each level you can go to the camp to take a look at your maidens, you know, talk to them. But that's all that really is. It doesn't seem to have a clear purpose mechanically, as the only thing you can do is get some extra dialogue from the maidens you save and check out the extra art you get from the collectible panties. Your character moves really slow when you're playing, and while I'm sure it's for balance reasons, it doesn't feel good. Even when you get the weapon upgrade that doesn't slow you down when attacking, I would have appreciated a dash option, even if it was on a long cooldown. I would have also appreciated a little thing that says which level has a collectible panty and if I've gotten it already, so I don't have to look up a guide. The score count up screen takes way too long. You have to watch each individual thing get added up to the score, and it takes like at least 30 seconds. It's way too long. And finally, you only get to play as a woman for 1 level. 1 level. Missed opportunity. It'd be kind of cool to have another game like this, but you just play as a girl. That's all I'm saying. So then, all of those complaints aside, I undoubtedly will recommend you try out this game. It's short, provides a little bit of a challenge. The characters and the art are cute and charming, and the lewd sound design is something that other H games should aspire to. Again, I wish the H scenes were animated, but maybe they'll do that for a sequel. Now, if they ever do make a sequel, they have to add the 3 Fs. Buddhas, furries, and femboys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, maybe even comment. I don't know what you would say, but you can say whatever you want. It's free internet. Anyway, I'm off. See you next time. Bye-bye.